Today's topic, the privilege that nobody talks about. I'm your host. Now, there's much talk on the internet and in general about various types of privilege. Okay? This can be related to your race, your socioeconomic group, your gender, or even simply being attractive. Okay? But there is another type of privilege nobody seems to be talking about. And it's one that many very successful people conveniently forget to mention when they talk about their road to success. Okay? What is this privilege, you ask? Well, it is simply the privilege of dumb luck. Okay? Dumb luck. The problem with lucky privilege, okay, we will call it lucky privilege. The problem with lucky privilege is it can be very hard to identify due to it being impossible for a person to be fully aware of all the factors that contributed to their current situation, okay? Now, for instance, a highly successful YouTuber or blogger, for instance, might believe they are successful because they put in the work, made the sexiest thumbnails, did the proper marketing tactics, created the best titles, got themselves a fancy camera, and edited their videos just right, and of course created kick-ass content. Oh yeah, their content is amazing, just amazing, and that's why they're so successful. Okay, but we all love to pat ourselves on the back when we succeed, then turn around and look down upon the unwashed masses who are a little bit less successful than us. We call them lazy, as we turn our noses up at them. We say to ourselves, why don't you get off your fat ass? We think to ourselves, okay, why don't you get a job? Why don't you work harder? Why don't you develop your skill set? Why don't you improve your personality? Why don't you dress better? It's your fault. It's your fault you are in your situation. That's what we tell ourselves. Because if I can do it, if I can be successful, anybody can be successful. That's what we tell ourselves when we succeed. So, when you have this mindset of, I came from nothing, I am successful, therefore anybody who is nothing, it must be their own fault. One funny thing about the human ego is it's very quick to take credit for anything positive, and equally quick to point the finger and shift blame when things are negative, okay? What happens when the same successful person starts to decline, for instance? Do they usually take the credit for that? Nah, absolutely not. They blame others. They blame the situation. This person sabotaged me. The market changed. People stole my customers or my audience. The boomers, the millennials, the pandemic. It's because I'm a woman. It's because I'm short. It's because I don't brown nose. I don't kiss ass. It's because it rained outside. The dog ate my homework. My wife divorced me. You name it.
You're guarded, You have to be that way. Otherwise, you get it taken advantage of and get in situations like I did the past year. I had let certain people into my life that were just bad people.
There's no limit to excuses people will come up with when things do not go their way. But when things are going their way, they take all the credit. It had nothing to do with anybody else. And it definitely had nothing to do with dumb luck. But did it? Where are all these excuses when people succeed? Can't you make the same number of excuses and shift the blame when things go well for you? Can't you name the same outside factors for your success? Why is it so hard for successful people to say, yes, I worked hard, but some of it was just dumb luck?
It's supposed to be hard to raise $1 million.
Because guess what? Dumb luck is a factor in every situation without exception. It is a factor when things go well, and it is a factor when things go poorly. Dumb luck can be both positive and it can be negative. Okay? Nobody on this planet is immune to dumb luck, and it plays a factor in everything. Now, you might say no. I don't believe you. You might be saying to yourself, I don't believe you, but wait, 1 minute, mister. How can it be dumb luck when I follow a cake recipe, for instance, perfectly, and that cake comes out perfect? There is no dumb luck in that situation. I bought the cake recipe. I bought the cake mix. I followed the recipe. I did exactly what I was told, and I got the exact result I was supposed to get. There is no luck. It is all my actions because I followed the rules and I got rewarded for it. But wait 1 minute. Well, consider this. Look at it this way, because guess what? Dumb luck is also a factor in that cake coming out perfectly. Because it is dumb luck you were even alive to bake the cake. It is dumb luck that your electricity did not go out while the cake was in the oven. It's dumb luck that a plane didn't crash right into your kitchen. Okay? It is dumb luck a spider didn't land in the mix while you were mixing it. Okay? There are always factors outside of your control. Sure, these are extreme examples, but I use these to make the point that external factors are always a factor in everything. In other words, nothing is 100% under your control, therefore you can never take full credit for anything that happens to you. Now you might say, but wait, so you're trying to remove accountability from people. Why even try if it's all up to luck? And this is where many people fall into the trap of the all or nothing mindset. This is why the political parties cannot get along. We often adopt a hero versus villain mindset, and us versus them. And we apply this thinking to everything in the world. If luck is a factor, then nothing is under my control. Or if my behavior is a factor, then everything is my fault. But guess what? Two things can be true at the same time. Luck can be a factor, and your behavior and life choices can still matter. It is impossible to measure exactly how much weight outside factors play compared to internal factors on the outcome of a particular situation. Thus, our minds take the all or nothing approach and blame the most obvious factor at play. For instance, if a drunk driver smashes into a school bus, we are most likely to put 100% of the blame on the drunk driver. Yet, it could be possible the road was wet and the car slipped, and the accident would have happened regardless of the driver being drunk, okay? It could be possible the school bus cut the driver off at the last minute, okay? These will all add additional factors to the outcome, but the most obvious factor is this driver was drunk, therefore driving unsafely, therefore should take 100% of the blame for the outcome of the situation.
This is New York City. Anything could have happened. Listen to that. Let me see. Could have been a terrorist bomb, could have been a dead body, somebody shot, stabbed. And it's Friday payday too. Somebody probably jumped to get that paycheck. Yes.
Ain't nobody got time to dissect every factor. Okay? Because ain't nobody got time for that. The moral of the story is this: if you are highly successful, lose the ego. Pull your head out of your backside and have some humility, but still give yourself the credit you deserve, because your behavior, your actions, your talents, your intelligence definitely played a factor.
He said yes, he recommended his divorce lawyer.
Absolutely. Likewise, if you are a highly unsuccessful person, My advice would be to stop blaming everything and everyone but yourself. While outside factors do carry weight, so do your actions. In other words, try your best. At least if you can honestly say you did everything within your power to achieve your goals, you can be at peace with the outcome and comfortably say, it wasn't meant to be. But if you don't try, you'll never know what could have been.
The fallacy is that it is up to the steamroller. It is up to the object whether it will be flattened or not.
Please like, comment, subscribe to this channel. You will subscribe to this channel. And watch my other videos. I have plenty of other videos to watch that provide very useful information and wisdom to keep your mind occupied, okay? Like, comment, subscribe, post your insults and your arguments in the comments below. See you next time. Cheers.